Arizona's Family Christmas Special.
Have you noticed? It's happening all over Arizona. Signs of the season are everywhere. The merriest time of the year is once again upon us.
Happy holidays, everyone. I'm Cameron Harper. You know, for most people, a snowy white Christmas is what the tradition's all about, and it's possible even here in our desert state. But it doesn't necessarily take snow to make a tradition. And tonight, we're going to take a look at some of the special events that take place all over our state, Christmas traditions that make Arizona the place we choose to call home for the holidays.
Set on a stage of darkness, thousands of lights adorning the Yavapai County Courthouse dance to the sounds of the season. Since 1956, the courthouse has lighted up Prescott's town square at Christmas time and lifted the spirits of all those who gathered in its glow.
It's just a fairy tale. Just gorgeous.
It's tradition because then all the kids that we've grown up with usually sing, and it's tradition.
A family tradition weaves its way through every part of this community project.
1 and 2. Almost. Do it again.
During rehearsals for the big night, Angie Hampton and Don Womack met and a friendship blossomed. Nearly 20 years earlier, the festivities forged a friendship between two young ladies of striking resemblance to Angie and Dawn.
She looks identical to her mom, and I look identical to my mom, so it's like ditto situation. It's really weird.
It may be the magic of the music that has drawn them all together. The songs, the setting, the season, all have a way of bringing back warm, happy memories and creating new ones.
Our moms get together and they just go nuts, and they just talk about all these little things that they did in choir and the courthouse and all these crazy little things, and they embarrass us half to death.
The little Lord Jesus asleep on the hay.
Through the years, thousands of children have sung out in the cold night air. On the evening of the lighting, you can hear the voices of 36 years caroling along with the group gathered on the steps. Every year, families crowd the courthouse plaza to hear the sounds of the season and to listen to the story of the child they are all singing about.
For today in the city of David, a Savior was born to you. You shall find the babe wrapped in swaddling cloth and lying in a manger. The babe who was born 2,000 years ago showed us the way. Let us all, like the Magi kings and the shepherds, travel that road with our brothers and sisters of all lands and all peoples toward that perfect day.
a switch turns the courthouse plaza into a winter wonderland. Wide-eyed children scramble to get a look at the loot in Santa's workshop. Prescott's Courthouse Plaza, full of light and full of life.
It makes you feel like home. That's why we live here.
And this just caps the whole Christmas season off every year. It's beautiful.
Yes, it is. This is the Christmas city, Prescott, Arizona.
There are many unique ways to celebrate Christmas here in Arizona, whether it's up here in the mountains or down in the desert. And Steve Beaudenay even managed to find some folks who take to the water to celebrate the season.
It's a strange partnership, one that almost looks out of place. Deep blue water resting next to monuments of red. Together, a mystical sight, Lake Powell.
Now, any day is a good day to enjoy all that Lake Powell has to offer, but there is a certain time of year when this place gets an extra dose of magic.
It's that time when gingerbread men appear and trees grow colored lights. When the boat dock at Wahweap Lodge turns into a sea of color and fantasy.
A reindeer.
That's warm. That's warm.
It's that time of year when boats deck their hulls and ports and sterns with all the bells and whistles of the season, the Christmas season.
Oh yeah, I would miss it for the world.
It's all part of the Lake Powell Festival of Lights, when those caught up in the Christmas spirit spend a lot of money and time.
2 whole days! We were here so late last night and it was so cold, we nearly froze.
Dressing their boat up in a wardrobe of Christmas.
It's gonna be one of the better ones in the bunch, I hope.
And trying to do it better than their neighbors. Santa himself would be proud of these busy maritime elves as they tape and string their boats in Christmas wrappings.
Okay, so this is our 2nd year. And it's a labor of love, and at night...
Betty Hamilton knows the secret of getting the job done. Bring along a boat full of friends.
Put them to work, feed them, white them and dye them, and they'll do anything.
Each boat is judged to see which one captures Christmas the brightest with a touch of creativity.
This is Astro Santa. He's rocketing around the moon on his way to the children of the earth.
Irv and Marion Crancer brought an updated Santa to their boat.
Rocket Santa.
And surrounded him with some old-fashioned Christmas favorites.
The panda bear, a choo-choo train, that goes round and around.
And the kids love it.
That's bad.
We don't have any grandchildren, so we do it for all the others.
That feeling is strong all along the dock. All this is for the children.
Christmas is all for kids. That's what it's all about. That's what we're here for.
The problem is trying to decide which ones are the children.
Well, I'm one of Santa's helpers, and I have to wear a Santa hat.
I'd say 90% of it's for the kids, and then the last 10% are for the adults. You see a lot of happy adults out here, too.
Happy, that is, as long as every pulley and motor keeps working.
Well, what happens is it's made for opening garage doors. And so it overheats. And when it overheats, it quits.
But even if a gremlin or two climb aboard, the spirit reaches everyone.
I'm kind of a Scrooge of Christmas, but I love this, so that's what I do.
While the big people work, everyone else gets to play.
We have a Christmas sweater.
And everyone is here, from Janet the Rabbit to Frosty the Snowman to Smokey the Bear. But the longest line is for a chance to see the big guy.
Hello, honey. How are you?
Fine.
Oh, you got a list too?
And this seagoing St. Nick doesn't mind sharing all these bright eyes with the others.
No, I think competition is good.
And we all are kids at heart, and we all love all these fine things.
As the deadline draws near, the competition among the big people outside also lightens up.
Whether you win or you lose, just being a part of it get you back in the Christmas spirit. It really does.
Now, even though all that work and effort is a lot of fun, the real excitement comes at dusk when the boats take to the water.
They make an incredible sight leaving the dock, with Ninja Turtles dancing and old Quasimodo ringing his bell. But it's by the light of the full moon that the real show begins. Each boat glides across the water, its own splendid sleigh of Christmas color. Those aboard enjoy every inch of the 5-mile parade that will take them past others who have come to watch from shore.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
While each has a favorite,
I like the candle one, the one with all the candles.
Most agree on this.
I look forward to it every year, coming here. It just brings it all out.
It does bring it all out, that Christmas spirit, and the joy shared by all those who take part in this celebration, the Lake Powell Festival of Light.
Throughout the years, the hustle and bustle of the holidays has overshadowed the true meaning of Christmas for some people. But here in the Southwest, we have a beautiful Mexican tradition that recreates the night that Christ was born. At a small school in Yarnell, Arizona, Ann Lanker joined a group of students as they retrace the footsteps of the Holy Family.
Mass at twilight. The Reverend William Wasson presiding for his ever-growing extended family. Here at the English Language Center in Yarnell, orphans and street children from Mexico, Haiti, and Honduras come to learn English and American customs. But tonight, they're sharing a Christmas tradition from their homelands with their new friends and supporters in Arizona. La Posada is Spanish for the inn. It's an annual Christmas tradition in Latin countries around the world. It begins on December 16th and ends on Christmas Eve, recreating Mary and Joseph's journey from Nazareth to Bethlehem. Traditionally, family and friends gather together on each of the 9 nights. But in Yarnell, it's a one-night celebration. They form a procession led by Mary and Joseph and travel from home to home, seeking shelter for the couple. At each stop, the travelers sing, asking the innkeepers for lodging, but they are turned away time and time again. Finally, at one of the inns, they are offered shelter in a stable. They come inside, and that's when the celebration begins. Capping off the evening, cookies, cocoa, and Christmas carols around a roaring bonfire. This is the biggest La Posada ever in Yarnell. More than 150 people from around the valley made the trip to celebrate with 27 students from Cuernavaca, Mexico. spending their first Christmas away from home.
It's very happy because when we were in Mexico, we made the same. Every year we do the same thing.
They make me feel at home because they're very kind. We speak with them, and it's helping to us to learn more English.
I miss my brothers, my sister, and some of my friends, but I found here a good place.
Many of us remember Christmas caroling on snowy nights or going for a ride to look at the lights. Well, of course, in Phoenix, there is no snow, but there are plenty of lights. The Fiesta of Light, the Valley's own tradition. It's a magical mix of fantasy and light that means it's Christmas time in the city. Even in Phoenix, you can see some telltale traditional signs. 25 tons of trucked-in snow supply plenty of ammunition to desert kids taking their first shot at a snowball fight. The Fiesta of Light transforms downtown Phoenix into a winter wonderland. Traditional activities have a southwestern flair, burlap in place of a bobsled.
Santa, people give him a hug and kiss?
Oh, my goodness gracious. That's a sweetheart.
And you'll find Santa Claus lending his ear to good boys and girls, while others sneak a peek at the jolly old elf.
My name is Ashley.
Ashley.
You know how to spell my name.
Oh, yes.
And there are always those a little less excited at the sight of St. Nick.
I'm here! I'm here!
But most in Santa's village are delighted to be there. Marionettes make merry. Children try their hand at crafty creations, or put their best face forward to show off the season. The biggest show of all is a mix of both old and new. The tree lighting ceremony has kicked off the Valley Christmas season for the past 7 years. This year, 125,000 people packed Patriot Square Park to take in the festivities and watch the 85-foot fir go white with light. Strands of light sparkle like diamond necklaces, the star atop the tree the crowning jewel. This year, an added attraction stole some of the show from this traditional scene. A laser light show cut into the night sky over the park, casting visions of sugar plums over the heads of the crowd. Valley Laser Light is a permanent addition to Patriot Square. For a couple of quarters, visitors can choose their own display.
It looked like Christmas trees going around.
She liked it. She had a good seat. She was on my shoulders.
It's great.
Beacon and a standard for this community for years to come.
Because the lights are on.
The Electric Light Parade rounds out the Valley Yuletide tradition. It's a feast for the eyes of all who line the parade route, rivaling even the best in the fantasy business.
They went to a lot of trouble to do it. It was nice. So we were thinking it was going to be like Disneyland, and it is. It's pretty good.
With all the parade pageantry, picking a favorite would seem impossible. But an unlikely entry stole the show.
That truck that has a lot of lights on it. Not the ABS, but I can't even. Yeah, the APCO.
I like the APCO, but there was a lot of other ones. But I think the APCO is the brightest, and I think it's going to be the best so far.
But he hadn't yet seen what was saved for last. The Fiesta of Light lasts only a weekend, but the warmth it gives lingers on well after the lights have faded.
Those, of course, are just a few of the ways that we celebrate Christmas here in Arizona. Every family has its own special traditions. And we here at News Channel 3 hope that this holiday season, you and your loved ones are together celebrating traditions that bring back warm memories of Christmas past and create new memories as well. Merry Christmas.
And Arizona's Family Christmas is brought to you by Hickory Farm Stores and Christmas Gift Centers, and by Dillard's, wishing you and yours the very best holiday season.